Okay, thank you very much for joining on our last tutorial for our organizational data architecture unit. So again, this is a level 4 qualification, and in this unit, we have learned how to approach organizational context of data and the importance of this modern organization. So we've had our tutorials where we've now looked into learning the awareness of how data is managed, how it's structured, and how data it analyzes impact from operation of organization. So we've had 3 sessions, where in our first session we looked at understand the principle of organizational data architecture. In our second tutorial, we looked into understand the common data analysis lifecycle of the choice. And in our final tutorial, we looked into understand a simple entity relationship model. So we now looked into database management system and all the concepts related to entity and attributes. So now we have all our information, all our data that we now require for us to write our assignment. So the assignment, again, we have word limit, which I believe is 4,500. Am I wrong? From the last unit, there's been
usually they're around sort of like 5,000-ish, yeah.
5,000-ish, yeah. So we have our word limit of 5,000 words. Again, we follow a Harvard referencing style where we need to reference each material, each information that we've searched from books, articles, or any sort of online library, for example. And it is important for us to reference our word in order for us to avoid plagiarism and similarity. So I think at this point, this is a well-grasped concept. And without any further ado, we can now look into our scenario. So in this assignment, we've been given with 3 tasks, where our scenario says that we are currently working for a local car hire company in the data analysis team. Your team creates business and management information for the team and department, including senior management. So task number 1, one of the team responsibilities is to ensure that the data in the organization is suitable, stored, and processed for analysis. So your manager, as well is keen to ensure that the directors and other senior managers are aware of how important the data is. So she has asked you to draft a report that can be presented at the next meeting. So the report should explain the importance of data as a business resource, describe the roles played by the operational and analytical system, describe the importance of database location. Then to achieve a merit, your report will also need to include a section that compares the development effort and benefit achieved by activities undertaken through an ETL process. While to achieve a distinction, your report will now have to include a section that evaluates the technical design choices usually employed in operational and analytical system. Task number 2, ATHE is often leading project to meet new data analysis requirement. You told them during your recruitment interview that you understand about data analysis life cycle. She has asked you to send her an email where you explain this. So your email should now describe each stage and how they follow each other, outline the activities and outcome of each step. To achieve a merit, your email will also need to compare the key features of a chosen model with other models. Task number 3, one of the systems in our company is used to manage the car booking. So the ER diagram for this system is in Appendix 1. ATHE would like you to look at the diagram and describe it. So you should write the interpretation in the show report to ATHE and show that you can explain the difference between a type and an instance, identify type and the attributes, identify relationship between type and the cardinalities, if applicable. To achieve a distinction, your report will also need to evaluate the importance of understanding the direction of relationship and how this impacts the navigability between types. So here you have the appendix, which you're required to explain for your task number 3. Okay, so I think we've covered pretty much what we need to know regarding the assignment. So again, the report can be on a Word document. If you now require to create a PowerPoint presentation, you can do so. And what else do we need to include? I believe this are well explained. And if you just go through our presentations, you should be able to follow through and achieve all the requirements from the tasks. And you can even do the merit activities. Yeah. So is there any question for me?
Thanks, Victor. Not about the content, just like a general reminder. So actually, I'll probably obviously the other assignment for the other one I should have to before this one. But just when I send it across to you. As I said, in previous things, I believe that everything I'm doing is right for the Harvard referencing. I'm putting in all my sources, who read it, where it came from, what was the name of the book, who was the publisher, what year it was published, but each time I think there's been some kind of discrepancy or something that I'm not seeing. That also you can see. So if that happens again, if you could just write down exactly which ones that they are, and exactly what's wrong with them, so that way I can see, that would be really helpful.
Yeah, definitely I will do this time.
Thank you.
I'll make sure you see them properly.
That sounds great. Thank you, Victor. Other than that, though, I don't think there's any other questions now, but of course I'll drop you an email if I think of anything.
Okay, that would be great. And I do believe we have some few units left for this.
Yeah, after this one, because this is number 6. So there's I suppose it's technically 5 more units left. So I suppose this is over halfway.
Yeah. So start them with the new year.
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay, then. So if there's no any other question, I just end this session and wish you Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Thank you, Victor. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I'll speak to you in January sometime.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Take care, Victor.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.